Right, today's video is on the hot topic of objection handling, or as I like to phrase it or turn it on its head, objection prevention. Okay, so you look at any sales book, read any sales books, watch any of the sales videos on YouTube, and a lot of the times it will be about objection handling, objection handling, objection handling. However, that's very much trying to fix the cause without looking at the symptoms. And a lot of the times the symptoms are completely down to us and how we manage the process. A lot of these objections we're getting can very much be kind of fizzled out or wouldn't even appear if we were following the process properly. So a lot of these objections we're actually creating ourselves. So one of the big ones is, I want to think about it. So how many times, if you're a salesperson watching this video, or say for example a manager, whoever you are, presenting a product and service, you've got, okay Barry, that sounds great, I'm going to think about it. And at that point your whole world implodes. You think, oh my god, I've failed, oh my god, they hate me, and the sale goes nowhere. It continues on, and then you try to follow them up or not. Yeah, so what you need to do is actually first of all work out, right, okay, if you're getting that objection, you've had it more than once, what am I saying? Is there something I'm doing to create those objections? Then what you've quickly got to do is work out the best way to make sure you don't get those objections moving forward. Okay, so first of all, isolate the objections. And you can do this individually, you can do this as part of a team. So if you're finding you're getting quite a few objections or similar objections across your team, sit down as a team and work through the best way to tackle that objection or prevent it from happening completely. And again, that might go back to how all of you as a team deal with that needs analysis. So the first kind of question part of the sales process. Or it could even, say for example, go back to the way that you tour. So say for example, if you're touring someone around a facility, say a leisure centre or a health club, or I don't know, it might be going through the attributes and kind of features and benefits of a product. How are you doing that? Is there something you're saying too much of or not enough that is actually getting to that objection? So be critical of yourself before anything moves on. So as I said, going back, it's all about kind of objection prevention as opposed to objection handling. Now, a lot of the time, say for example, I mentioned kind of that, I want to think about it, or you want to think about it. Yeah, and then you're thinking to yourself, right, okay, bloody hell, geez. And what will come out of your mouth straight away will be, okay, can I just ask, what is it that you want to think about? And then what you'll get back is, yeah, I just really want to think about it, Barry. And at that point, you're like, I can't put myself through any more heartbreak. No problem at all. Well, if it's okay with you, shall I give you a call in a week's time and see if you're still interested? 70%, 80% of people, as soon as they walk out that door, once they've been presented, if they haven't joined, the likelihood of you getting them back is slim to none. Yet the work needs to be done in the here and now when you've got them in front of you when they're on the phone. Yeah, you're not going to get a second bite of the cherry, and if you do, then you've been damn bloody lucky. Yeah, so what you've got to make sure you do is kind of try to isolate that objection. So say for example, if you do get to the end of the tour and you've tried your best not to come up with any objections, but they do say, right, I want to think about it, then you need to highlight what the objection is and you need to bring this into focus. So the easiest way to do that is say, look Barry, absolutely I appreciate that, I've given you a lot of information today. Now no doubt when you walked into the leisure centre, when you walked into the health club today, you were probably really excited to find out a lot about the information, a lot about the products and services on offer and how they can help you. But other than that, you probably didn't have a lot to think about. So what I'd like to really find out now is specifically what is it that's stopping you from joining? Or specifically, what is it that you want to go away and think about? So again, what you do is by using words like specific, you start to isolate. Yeah, and you start to ask them to isolate those objections. Then what you can start to do is you can start to pick away at those and actually just focus on that specific objection. And sometimes it can be an easy objection to handle. And it might be a question that you just haven't covered, but you can cover and move on and get them to close out. But a lot of the times, as soon as we hear that, I want to think about it, we panic, we move on, we feel we failed, we've got to know, and we don't want to hear any more about it. But you've got to isolate it. Another way to do it, instead of saying, right, okay, ask me specifically, is just a simple, look Barry, absolutely, I completely understand. Now usually when someone asks me to think about it, it's because of two reasons. The first one is they're really not interested in the product. And the second reason is they are interested, however, they have a specific reason or an unanswered question. So can I just ask, which one is it? So again, exactly the same as you do, say for example, when you're presenting different membership types or different products, and you might be going for what we call a choice close, where you're presenting two options. Again, you've presented the two options. Now, if they say to you, look, to be honest with you, Barry, I'm really happy you asked me that, I'm not interested at all. To be honest with you, it's not what I thought, it's not what I need, and the price isn't right. And then you say, look, absolutely, well, all I can say is thank you very much for your time today, and away you go. Yeah. Secondly, though, if they say, look, actually, yeah, there is a specific question, or there is something I'm worried about, then that's where you can start to get specific and you can start to tackle that objection with them. But as I said, what I would really like you to do is really focus on the objection prevention as opposed to objection handling. And I can guarantee you'll be far more successful in selling by looking at preventing as opposed to handling. It's exactly the same as when we talk about kind of people cancelling or people dropping our product or dropping out of our products and services. Again, we put in so much work in that cancellation stage when someone says, actually, I'm not happy with you anymore, I want to leave. And suddenly we jump into action, the same as we did when they were looking to join or looking to take up our products and services. And we're all over them like an absolute rash. Please join, what can we do to save you? However, what we didn't do was we didn't do enough in between the start and the finish to keep them wanting to come back for more. So it's exactly the same. You need to perfect the sales process in between the start and the close to ensure you don't get any objections. And the easy way to do that from my point of view, and I can't be any clearer than this, is you've got to go in from a point of wanting to help that customer. You want to ask questions, both open and closed questions, to get to the real reason why they're looking to join the gym, or why they're looking to join or take up your product and service, and then really find out how it will change their life. So what problem will it solve? And once it's solved that problem, what does that mean? Yeah, what would that mean to them? So what do they need to do? Yeah, of course, they need to join. But what's the payoff? What would they expect to see in the first 6 weeks, in the first 12 weeks? And how would they like to feel within that period, and say, for example, after a year? How do they believe your product or service will change them? So again, it's about going on that customer journey with them and not just being really selfish and saying, yeah, absolutely, no problem at all. Well, have you had a look around before? Well, I'll give you a quick tour of our facilities. Here, boom, 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 job done. Okay, right, so these are the types of membership we've got. What do you think? And they're like, at no point have you asked me why I'm here. At no point have you asked me what problem I'm trying to solve or give me any type of guidance. And now you're chucking membership options at me and giving me a price. Again, you've built no rapport, no trust in that sales process whatsoever. And you certainly haven't come from a direction of help or support. And that's what you need to be very good at doing in order to be a successful salesperson. So please, please, please look at objection prevention as opposed to objection handling. And I guarantee you will be far more successful in selling and a far more successful salesperson. And to be honest with you, a more well-rounded person in general. Brilliant. Thanks very much. Thanks very much for watching the video. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Appreciate it. Thanks very much. Bye.